Okay, so we also have the green dots here, which are 2, 4, 7, 6. And the way that these half diminished are categorized is what's in the bass. So you have your basic 7, 2, 4, 6 chord, right? So you're going to get actually 3 inversions and a root. If you want to just play root, you play 7, 2. But you see, when we start crossing over here, wait a minute. 7, 2, does it go to 4? No, this goes to 6. It has the 4 down there. So the way that they're characterized is, I believe, what note is in the bass. See, half diminished gets so spread out. Okay, because if you just took a C, or a C, say a G-shaped C staircase arpeggio, and you just lowered each note. So we did, and we want to lower that to. Sorry, because I was playing that 6th. You know, it's going to start going way down the keyboard. So instead of, we get, okay, so it's a full whole note down. It gets so far out, you couldn't play chords like that. You just can't play chords like that, you know, unless you play the chords and somebody else do the strumming. So they end up, you know, the phrasing, I had to do some research on this a little bit. To, you know, I have all of the notes. I have that underneath it right here. This is what I came up with. And I said, well, I got it all right there. I'm not worried. Why should I be worried? I mean, the notes are all over the place. You know? Yeah, don't play the 5. I'm like, hey, I'll just make some chords. Hey, look at it. 7, 4, 6, 2. That sounds good. Yeah, well, where are they? Oh, 7, 4, 6, 2. Okay, 7, 4, 6, 2. We did that before, right? Well, guess what? That gets old fast. You don't know where the heck you are. You don't know where the heck you are. All of a sudden, you got your fingers all bundled up. You know, you get confused, and you can't decide whether to play the 6th or not. It gets tough. This is the G shape, you know. So what I did was I consulted some chord charts, and believe it or not, that's no fun. That in itself is a job, because different people have different ideas of what they, you know, and then some of them are just diminished phrasings of notes, of chords. You have to infer, oh, that's full diminished, you know, because sometimes a half diminished can look like a diminished, because look at this. In this first box here, 7, 2, 6, 7, 4, 6, 2, right? That looks like a diminished phrasing, you know, because if we started that, let's face it, to get to a full diminished, we would have to drop that 7th, that 7th of the 7th, all right, which is the 6th, down to an A flat or a G sharp, right? So it's going to be 4 sharp there. No, it's not going to be 4 sharp there. The 6 is going to go right to here, in between the 5 and the 6. So let's see what happens when we get that shape. Fine. Let's look for one that has a 7 on the bottom. Here's a 7 on the bottom. So we'd have 7, 4, right? 7. Okay, but the 2 goes to there, and then the 4 ends up over there. That's not a good one now. We need a different one. We need 7, 4, 6, 2. 7, 4, 6, 2. It's hard to get it. What I'm trying to find is a fully diminished chord. You know how we have these fully diminished chords? Oh, I can play a fully diminished chord. Yeah, that's easy. Well, anyway, the warp can make a fully diminished look like a half diminished look like a fully diminished. I'm almost positive, but I can't find any examples of it right here. Anyway, I got the phrasings together and map them out, and so let's look at the D. You know, I detest doing this, going through these things, you know, without kind of doing them as arpeggios or something. How easy of a time I have at playing on piano. But here, you know, I would say at this point it wouldn't hurt to learn these. Okay, so you got your D. The D shape would have the 2 on the bottom, but it doesn't necessarily just go up like an arpeggio. The 2, here it has it going to the 6. Okay, so remember what happens when you go straight up in the bottom part of the guitar. You're going up a 4, up a perfect 4th. This is a perfect 5th, so 5 from 2 is the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 will get you to the 6th. Okay? This isn't a 6th. A 6th would be from root to the 6th. Okay? It's not a 6th interval. It's just from the 2 to the 6th. So that's a 5th. So perfect 4th, perfect 5th. So you go from 2 to the 5th, you're skipping the 4th because it's on the same string in the D shape right there. It's good for arpeggios, but you want to play chords, so half diminished it gets a little difficult. Whereas with the key of C, alright, here's the key of C. Look at the difference. When you play an arpeggio in the key of C, you know, you're getting an awful lot. You're getting an awful lot of kind of in scale arpeggios there. Root 3 5, root 3 5. Okay, or root 3 5, root 3 5. You can take it over there. That's the G. That's not even the. That's the key of C. I'm talking about the C shape. Sorry, not the key of C. You got root, like a 5 root 3 5 root 3. It's perfect. You know, you don't get that in half diminished unless you like cross 3 cages over. And you could do that. Like I say, you can do that. If you want to do a nice half diminished, it's 2 minors in a row, and then an augmented 4th from F to the B, the Lydian 4th. Okay, then you got a minor 3rd, but it's warped up to the D, and then a minor 3rd to the F. It starts all the way over here. You know, so it came down to I got to find some chords to play here, and you know, so that's what I got here, and we'll talk about this. I don't think there's anyone who didn't memorize a few chords when they first started playing guitar. So it's a good idea to just give yourself, learn one of these chords that you like for half diminished for each shape. And we'll talk about playing them in the future. And thanks for listening, and good playing to you. Don't forget to like the video if you do.